As many of you know, I've been making lockdown builds for years. I even posted a new one about a month ago. But what I hadn't been doing is playing competitive Pro-Am. And after playing 50 plus games and winning the Pro-Am SEBA High School State Championship, I have a ton of experience under my belt. That's why I'm posting this video. All of this experience showed me what the most important attributes are for a lockdown to have, and that's why this is the legitimate best lockdown defender build on all of YouTube. Seriously, I'm not making another one. And just to prove how good it is, in my next video, I'll be entering a $1,000 competitive Pro-Am tournament against 2K League prospects to test it out. This build can shoot from anywhere. Yes, this is a pure lock greening this shot. It can obviously get stops on command, getting lane steals and pluck animations 24/7. This is the best defensive build that NBA 2K has ever seen. I put in the work so that y'all don't have to, so make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss a stream or upload. We're on the road to 100K. Sub up, help me out. Before I show y'all how to make this build, we have a quick word from today's sponsor. The sponsor of today's video is Underdog Fantasy. If you guys don't know how it works, it's so simple. First you pick a sport, then you pick your players, then you pick whether they'll go higher or lower on their numbers for that day. And of course, the more picks you get right, the more money you'll make. And if you guys are NBA fans just like me, now is seriously the best time to get on because there is only potentially 7 more games. We are now at the NBA Finals. If you sign up today using my code SOLO, Underdog Fantasy is hooking y'all up with a half a point special for the NBA Finals, like Jason Tatum or Luka Doncic will most likely be the special you get. And if the NBA Finals have already ended by the time you're seeing this, you'll get a special for another sport, maybe NFL or MLB. This is free money. Take advantage of these specials. And also, if you sign up using my code, you'll also get up to $250 in bonus credit. Remember, you have to use code SOLO and be sure to play responsibly. Okay, so it's time to show you guys how to make the best lockdown build in all of NBA 2K24. Of course, if you have Rebirth or Rebirth 2.0, you're going to want to click yes on this. We have the community builds and we have the NBA templates, but of course, we're going to want to start from scratch and create our own build. For the handedness, I go with righty. You guys can go lefty. It's all personal preference for that. Now, for the position of our lockdown build, usually I say this doesn't affect anything. It doesn't change the attributes, which is true, but what it does change is the height, weight, and wingspan. So look, as a 6'6" point guard, the max weight you can go to is 230. But if I go to power forward and go 6'6", so we're still the same height, the max weight that I can go to now is 265. So you guys can see you can get more weight if you are a higher position or whatever, a taller position, if you want to say that. And as a lockdown, you want to be pretty heavy because you want strength. Strength matters a lot. There's a badge called a movable enforcer that helps out a lot defensively. So for this build, I went with power forward. If you guys go with, point guard, shooting guard, or even small forward, it's actually not possible to make this build. A lot of my builds, you can make it at any position. This one, you have to be power forward. That's the only position that allows you to make exactly what I'm about to create. The 2 best heights for lockdown this year is 6'6" and 6'7". If you guys watched my lockdown video from about a month ago where I dropped the best lockdown build, I know I'm dropping another one. Some people are gonna get mad at me. Sorry for that. But again, I've played a lot of competitive Pro-Am, so I made adjustments and now I have an even better lockdown build. And if you did make the other lock, it is still very good. It is a very good lock. This one is slightly better in my opinion. And so the other lockdown is 6'7". And as you guys know, or some of you probably don't, at 6'7", one of the badges you get is anchor. That really helps out getting blocks. But what I learned, especially playing a lot of Pro-Am, and even if you're going to play stage, blocks aren't really that OP this year. So it's not really needed. You're not going to get a lot of blocks anyways. And if you go shorter, you can not only shoot better, but you're going to be faster. And if we're not going to be putting all of those attributes towards block, we can get more steal and perimeter defense. So that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. We're going to be going with a 6'6" lockdown. And then for the weight, like I said, we're gonna max this out and go 265. The reason for this is because we want strength. And for our wingspan, usually I go max on the wingspan, especially for a lockdown. But you guys can see down there for our strength, it is only a 94. And if you want Hall of Fame Immovable Enforcer, which again is one of the best defensive badges, you need a 95 strength. So we're gonna have to lower our wingspan 1, which I don't know how that really correlates, but it does. Our strength can go up now that we have a lower wingspan. And not only are we going to get that badge, but we're also going to be getting, gold Deadeye and just some better shooting, because look at our shooting stats. If we're maxed out, it's an 88 midi, 83.3. But if we go down 1, our shooting stats get a little bit better. Okay, so now we got the fun part. We have to upgrade the build. And first thing I want to say, a lot of people, actually not a lot, but some people, and I do be seeing the comments, they be saying, Solo, you just be yapping. This could be a 2-minute video, which is true. But when I drop a build video, I want to tell you exactly what I'm thinking. I want to tell you exactly what each attribute unlocks and what animation animations you can get, because there is a lot of work, a lot of science that goes into making these builds. And then, for example, you don't want to upgrade your standing dunk to a certain number, let's say 40, and then not even know the animations to put on. So I want y'all to know exactly what you need to know once you're done creating this build, if you are copying me. First things first, we're going down to the defense, and we are going to our steal. Now, if you watch my last lockdown build video, I had a 95 steal, and that is because steal, if you guys don't know, is one of the most expensive attributes in the entire game. So it's very tough to get. If you want, you know, shooting, you want to be able to dunk, you want to be able to do everything, it's hard to get a 99 steal. It's hard to get a 99 stat of any attribute. But after playing a lot of pro-am games, I realized steal is just that overpowered. And if I can find a way to get a 99 steal in a build, which, spoiler alert, we are doing that. We found a way. I'm going to do it, because you guys can see Hall of Fame glove. I mean, let's be honest. If we go 91 steal, gold glove is crazy as it is. Like, I'm sure some of you guys, if you've been playing this game, you know gold glove goes crazy, but Hall of Fame glove is clipped. It's clipped. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. I mean, you saw the clips in the intro. It's clipped. I get crazy plucks, Hall of Fame interceptor, Hall of Fame right stick gripper if you know, use your right stick. We already know steal is overpowered in this game. It's a little bit broken. It's clipped for all the other guards you're about to go up against. And my last lockdown had a perimeter defense of only 94. So we had on the other lockdown a 95 steal with a 94 perimeter. But on this one, we're getting crazy upgrades to our steal, and we're putting our perimeter defense all the way up to 98, which is going to give us some insane badges. You guys can see we have Hall of Fame Challenger, Hall of Fame Pick Dodger is what you get at 98 perimeter defense. So we're going to be going through all of those screens. Clamps is going to go way up. Just wait, because we haven't upgraded our strength or anything yet. Same with 94 feet. That should be Hall of Fame. With a 99 steal and a 98 perimeter defense, I am clamping up literally everybody. And again, I want to run you through literally my exact thought process. Look at this. If I were to go from 98 to 99 perimeter defense, look at the top of your screen. We're already at a 75 out of 99 overall. That's crazy for only upgrading 2 stats. But if we go to 99 perimeter, we're now a 79 out of 99. It's way too expensive. If you're going to do that, then you're not going to be able to shoot. You're not going to be able to, I don't know. You're going to be lacking something. Trust me, I've tried. So we're going to go 98 on the perimeter defense. Now, 4-hour block. Again, y'all thought that we were going to go with no block because of what I said earlier, how I said we are going to go 6'6". We're a little bit smaller. We're not going to get the anchor badge, but we're still going to get a 68 block. And then we're going to go down to our vertical, and we're going to put this up to a 60 vertical, which gives us bronze chase down artist, as you guys can see. So we're still getting chase downs on this build. Something I will add, because I don't want to lie to y'all, I want to be completely transparent. I did notice that this build does not get crazy chase downs. After all, it only has chase down artists on bronze. So if you want to go without block, which some people would say that's a little crazy, I don't think it's that crazy. If you want to go 25 block and just have nothing, you can do that. Some competitive lockdown builds have that, but me, I want to have a little bit of block. I feel like it just helps. It comes in handy sometimes. Real quick, let's do our physicals. We're going to max out our speed at 87 because of course we want to be quick. I mean, that's just kind of self-explanatory. Now for our strength, again, this is very important. This is crucial. This is vital, whatever you want to call it. We're going 95 in the strength, and that's going to give us Hall of Fame Immovable Enforcer. If you guys read it, it says improves the defensive player's strength when defending ball handlers and finishers. This badge goes crazy. It's probably top 3, top 5 most important badges when it comes to a lockdown. And of course, we're going to put our stamina up to 99, which gives Hall of Fame 94 feet, Hall of Fame workhorse, and Hall of Fame handles for, I'm just kidding. We're not going to be dribbling crazy on this build, obviously, because it's a lockdown. It is NBA 2K24. It is not the past 2Ks where you had pie charts and pure locks could not shoot. Look at this. We've a 99 steal, 98 perimeter, and we're going to be able to shoot like crazy. Now, we're not going to completely max it out to an 84 because there's just no real badges that you're going to get here. You guys see Deadeye is going down, but don't worry, because we're going to max out our mid-range to a 90. So we're still going to get gold Deadeye, gold blinders, pretty much all the badges we get through mid-range. If you guys didn't know, a lot of these badges you can get through upgrading either 3-point or mid-range. 3-point going to an 84. That's just kind of, you guys can see, look, we're not losing any attributes from going 82 to 84. So we're going to take those attributes and put it elsewhere, because let's be honest, having a pure lock that has an 82-3 is insane in the first place. Like 84 is overkill. And I talked to a lot of other locks. Don't worry. I talked to 2K League locks. I talked to 2K League prospects, and a lot of people said it's overkill. So don't worry, because I was thinking this would be crazy if we went 84, but it is overkill. And trust me, I go crazy. I shoot like 65-70% from 3 with this 82-3. So don't worry, we're going 82. You're fine with an 82. Now for free throw, The thing about this build is we're only gonna get bronze free points. We're gonna go with a 73 free throw. If I was able to go higher, I would do it. And again, if you guys want to go no block to get a crazy free throw, then go ahead and do it. But free throw is just one of those stats that, yes, it's important, especially if you're playing pro-am, but compared to steal, compared to block, compared to everything else, it just really isn't. And I'm gonna be playing with point guards with a 99 free throw in pro-am, so they're probably gonna be just shooting the free throws. And with a 73, you could still make some. Now let's do our finishing real quick. The most important finishing stat possibly in all of the game, honestly, for like all builds, but especially for lockdowns, is going to be standing dunk. Now I see some comments that say, Solo, does driving not matter for locks? It really doesn't, because think about it, you're really just standing in the corner majority of the time. Maybe you're spotting up at the hash, you're more of a spot up, right? You're not really isoing, and you're not going to need driving dunk. But standing dunk, you know, if you get sent on a back door, or if you cut, or even if you just drive in, you can stop for a second and then standing dunk. Standing dunk is very OP this year. If you haven't played the game a lot, you might not know that. But even like ISO builds, 1v1 court players, they don't even upgrade their driving dunk anymore. A lot of them just get standing dunk because that's how OP the animations are. So I will show you guys my animations. Speaking on animations, my jump shot as well. Everything will be at the end of the video if you want all my animations. But at a 73, you guys can see we get fast twitch on bronze. This badge goes crazy. We have pretty much every single standing dunk badge on bronze. And now something that I did is I went to my driver dunk and I put this at a 36 because you unlock some dunk packages at a 36. I know it's low, but you get rim grazers. I'll show you all my dunk packages at the end of the video. Trust me, go from a 33 to a 36. It's cheap. It's just a no-brainer to do this. This is very, very important, especially if you're an offensive-minded lockdown. We are going to be putting our speed of ball up to a 40. Now, you're probably thinking, Solo, we're not going to be dribbling. Our ball handle's not upgraded. Why do we need speed of ball? Speed of ball correlates to dribble style. And if you get a 40 dribble style, you can get the normal dribble style, which is one of the best in the game. Obviously, pro is one that everyone loves, but as a power forward, it's harder to get pro. And with a 40 speed of ball, we get normal dribble style, which allows you to like a quick left, right, to fade threes. It's just, trust me, if you're going to be a good offensive lock, you need pro dribble style. So go with a 40 speed of ball. It's cheap. It's a no-brainer. And again, these are some of the little hacks, some of the little secrets, some of the things that I took the time to find out so that you guys don't have to, like having a 40 speed of ball, cheat code, having a 36 driving dunk, cheat code. On most of my builds, I go with like a 40 standing dunk. That's another cheat code because you get animations at that. It's little certain cutoffs like that I'm just trying to put y'all onto. So again, make sure to sub up if you guys haven't. Road to 100K. Something that I really like to have, especially on pro-am builds, rec builds, or even just stage builds in general, I just like to have pass accuracy. It's a very good stat to have, but on this build, it's very tough to get. So we're only going to go with a 60, and I already know, I can see the comments like already, bro. People are going to say, Solo, 60 pass accuracy. Are you serious? Again, it's a lockdown. We're not coming down and facilitating the offense or anything like that. With a 60, I actually throw decently fast passes. It's not as bad as you would think. But my question to y'all is, if you care about pass accuracy that much, what are you willing to sacrifice on this build? Maybe you're like, let's take down mid-range. Again, mid-range is this high for badges. Look at it. Gold Deadeye, gold blinders, all of that is crazy. Let's say we bring it down to 88. We're only getting a 64. So like, it's not really worth it to do that where you're losing out on these shooting badges. Again, something I recommended that I don't think y'all are really, you know, into is lowering the block, and then you could also take down the vertical as much as possible and then see how much pass accuracy you could do, which then, yeah, you can get a 77. That's pretty good. If you want to make a no block lockdown, you could do this, then even get more free throw. That's an option, but I'm not going to be doing that. But again, I mean, well, I already made my lock, so I'm just showing y'all how I made it, but that's an option. That's a route you could go if you don't want to have a crazy block, because again, the blocks aren't too crazy at a 68 block, but again, we do get bronze chase down, so you get some. So that's up to y'all. But to finish off the build, we're gonna go with one more onto our post control. It's just the only option. You know, there's nothing else we can upgrade, so we kind of just have to. But again, this is the lockdown build that I used in the playoffs of my high school state championship pro-am league, if you guys saw my last video. So yeah, if you want to see gameplay with this, watch my last video, but don't watch round 1 because that was still the old lockdown build. Watch rounds 2, 3, 4, like the finals. That's this build going crazy. And again, next video, I'm joining a $1,000 competitive pro-am tournament against 2K League prospects with this build, and we're gonna see how it fares. So make sure you sub up, not only for the build that I'm dropping and giving y'all right now, but sub up so you guys don't miss that video, especially if you want to see how this build does against the best of the best. But man, this build is crazy. 99 steal, insane. 98 perimeter, I don't really have to explain how that's crazy, right? I think y'all understand that. But still being able to get the shooting that this build gets is just insane. We also get the 73 standing, so we're gonna be able to dunk, we're gonna be able to shoot, we're gonna be able to dribble a little bit with that 40 speed of ball, gives us the normal dribble style. We have block. This build really has it all. The 95 strength is insane, giving us, you know, Hall of Fame immovable enforcer, gold bulldozer as well if we want to bully anybody in the paint if we do drive in. This build is crazy. So now it's time to see the shades of the build and what the build is called. I know a lot of y'all care a lot about this. We have shades of Al Horford, Kenyon Martin, and Kawhi Leonard. So if you do care about shades, we got Kawhi, one of the best defenders of all time, and the build name is nothing too crazy. It's just a spot up threat. If you're still watching this video, I consider you lucky because I'm about to give you the best jump shot, the best animations, the best everything for lockdowns. And I'm sure a lot of people already clicked off the video, but real quick, let's get a wheel spin in, because what if I get a million VC? That would be kind of legendary, right? Here we go. Pre-watch. I'm gonna get a watch. Muscle Milk. Nice. That's actually a pretty solid spin, but as you guys know, we already have unlimited Gatorade for every category because I won Rumble on the K. Starting off with just all the general animations, of course, we don't have any dribble moves. They're all going to be pretty much basic, except dribble style. Make sure you put on normal. Again, the requirements in the bottom left hand corner, you guys can see speed of ball 40 plus. We did that. We got a 40 speed of ball, and we're gonna get the normal dribble style. This helps you go left, right very quickly. It's actually very crucial, so make sure you have this on if you want to be able to move at all and create any offense off the dribble. You need this on. And then our free throw, I use Michael Jordan layup style. We've default swing, Kobe dribble pull up, basic spin jumper, hop jumper is James Harden. I don't really touch this stuff, so I mean, if you guys have anything you like, then you could put, like, I don't post hook. Let's be honest, I don't post hook. Motion style is kind of important for lockdowns. I don't think it really does much though personally, but everyone kind of tweaks about that. They're like, oh my god, what motion style, what motion style? I've heard like Kawhi is decent, so you could probably put that on, but I don't know. I like to play with base. I just feel like I play better. Now it's time to show y'all the jump shot, and of course, if you haven't, make sure to sub up because a lot of people don't be doing this. They don't be showing all the animations for the builds they're dropping. But here's the holy grail. This is the jump shot that I do not miss with base Tracy McGrady, Sadiq Bey for upper release 1, and then Oscar Robertson for upper release 2. Full release speed, of course, and I have Sadiq Bey 70%, Oscar 30. A lot of people do more Oscar, but I like to go more Sadiq. It makes the jump shot a little bit faster. And my shot time and visual cue, it's in the settings, controller settings, is on push. So make sure to put it on push, because some people do ask me about that. Now we have the dunk style creator, the dunk packages. Again, this is very important. If you put on a 73 standing dunk, 36 driver dunk, but you don't put on the dunk packages, what are you doing? You're not going to get any dunks. Rim grazers for 2 foot. Make sure you have this on. Again, in the bottom right, you can see the requirements. Driver dunk 36. We have exactly that to get this dunk package. For the 1 foot dunks, same thing. 36 driver dunk for rim grazers off 1. We have that as well. For the standing dunks, we do have the, you know, the simple ones on with a 40 standing dunk required and a 45, but I don't know if you need those. And then we have the rim pulls. This is why we have a 73. Well, you also get the badges, which is pretty important, but pro under basket rim pulls and elite basket rim pulls. And then we have no signature dunks and no alley-oop dunks equipped. Of course, if you guys haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 800K. Check out the video before this if you want to see how this build fared in a competitive Pro-Am setting, and turn on notice so you don't miss my next video where I'm joining a $1,000 competitive Pro-Am tournament, and I'm gonna be going up against some of the best players in the world with this build.